Good morning. Let me thank all of my colleagues for being here. And we'll go Whitehouse, Schumer, Bennet, Blumenthal, Warren. And Angus King may be joining us as well. Since the Supreme Court's disastrous Citizens United decision, a torrent of dark money has swept through our political system, giving corporations and billionaires the ability to buy and sell elections. And actually also allowed them to beat real speech into submission. Today, more than 50 senators are coming together to change that. The DISCLOSE Act will require political groups to list publicly their big donors so voters can at least know who is trying to sway their votes, an important citizen right in a democracy, as the Supreme Court has recognized. As many of you know, this legislation is not new. We tried to get similar legislation passed in 2010. Republicans filibustered. We tried again in 2012. Again, Republicans filibustered. I hope this time they will join us, because it wasn't too long ago that Republicans supported disclosure. Senator Alexander has said, in fact, here are a list of senators from the other side who've supported disclosure in the past. Senator Alexander has said, "I support campaign finance reform, but to me that means individual contributions, free speech, and full disclosure." "I don't like it when a large source of money is out there funding ads and is unaccountable," said Senator Sessions. "To the extent we can, I tend to favor disclosure." As Senator Cornyn put it, "I think the system needs more transparency so people can more easily reach their own conclusions." And Minority Leader McConnell summed it up nicely. "Virtually everybody in the Senate is in favor of enhanced disclosure, greater disclosure. That's really hardly a controversial subject." And he was right until Citizens United. Suddenly, gone is our Republican colleagues' distaste for secretive election spending. Democrats are committed to making sure the voice of every American voter is heard. We are working on a constitutional amendment to restore Congress's ability to regulate campaign finance. And the DISCLOSE Act is another important step toward undoing the misguided policies that give billionaires and corporations dark and disproportionate control over our democracy. Senator McConnell once wrote, "Public disclosure of campaign contributions and spending should be expedited so voters can judge for themselves what is appropriate." But now he compares that kind of basic accountability to a Nixon enemies list. Republicans who once extolled the principles of openness and accountability in our elections are now willing to keep the American people in the dark. The Citizens United decision is just one example from a court that, as Linda Greenhouse of the New York Times recently put it, is too often simply wrong. Wrong in the battles it picks, wrong in setting an agenda that mimics a Republican Party platform, wrong in refusing to give the political system breathing room to make fundamental choices of self-governance. When the corporate bullhorn drowns out the voice of the average voter with attack ads, it is harder, not easier, to have a truly free and open exchange of ideas. Just look at climate change. Before Citizens United, Republicans and Democrats alike introduced proposals to address carbon pollution in the United States. Since that decision, there hasn't been one bill introduced by my Republican colleagues. Citizens United has not advanced robust political debate, it has squelched it. It is a step backwards for our environment and our democracy, helping only special interests doing their dirty work from the safety of the dark. By introducing this legislation today, we're giving our colleagues one more chance to show the American people where they stand, with the individual voters they were sent here to represent, or with the billionaires and corporations seeking improper and dark influence over our democracy.